Well, you know, after the first map, I expected to see it. And here we are, map number 5. We are on Illios for top left team, Philly Confusion. Top right team, Boston Downsizing. Illios is going to be fun. We're starting off on the ruins. Julik, what do we have over here for Philly?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Game 5 for Philly. We have Player on Widow, Quella on Mercy, Alpha will stick to Genji on the DPS side, and Lank, we're going with Diva, Ascendant on Winston, and Rad will be going on Lucio. Looking forward to those poops.
Looks like a great dive comp with a Widow support in the back line. I'd like to see Widow on this point specifically because there's a lot of things she can poke behind, a lot of poking down the barrel. Here on for Boston Downsizing, Mega Boy doing a good job on Doofus, deciding to stay there. Lord going to be on the Lucio, Willie going to be sniping in the back with the Widow, Shadow going to be on here, Reinhardt packed up by Yeti on the Zarya, and T11 and Brit doing a great job on the Warrior, going to stick with it. Both teams moving forward best they can. Ooh, the player's going to win that first Widow duel against Willie. Philadelphia up 2. 2 of Boston has fallen down. Mega Boy can take it out by Lank. It is 4v6 in the favor of Philly right now. Player getting off Lord. It is now going to be more or less a stall or cleanup for Philadelphia. Shadow Club does finish off Player. Lank does get T11 Brit. Shadow going to fall down to Lank. And Quella going to res Player back up. And it looks like Philly is going to win this first exchange and start getting points to the capture point on this 5th map. Whoever wins Illios, best 2 out of 3 maps is going to win this preseason match. But I am happy to see it go to the 3rd map again for a capture, for a control point. No real changes coming out from Boston. Trying to put some pressure on the Widow who is, or the Winston who is trying to hide. Willie going to be taken out by Alpha in the back. He's Genji going to be flanking and basically in their back line, dashing forward to get the rest of the team. Philly's still up 5-6 on this fight right now. A lot of ults being charged, a lot of poke back and forth. Lank is going to hit Shadow Club in the face. Right now, it's going to Boston is down 2. Mega does punch Rads in the face. Nerf this coming out, not going to find purchase on anyone. Ascendant going to be getting Mega Boy. Quella does get Rads back up. Both healers back online for Philly at the point. Great flank by Alpha on the Genji, getting a pick in the back. Right now, it just seems that Boston's not finding enough footing to push forward.
We do see a swap, Mega Boy going on Widow for Boston, and Willie changing to a Tracer from a Widow.
It's gonna be Alpha who finishes off Mega Boy in the air. Eugene coming out from Alpha gets Lord Cronid. Trying to find purchase with more. Shadow Cup finishing off Alpha 40 more. Can people do that? A grab coming out. A counter from the Lucio ult. A shatter going to follow that up. Going to try and damage through all the Lucio ult. Quilla does fall down to Shadow Club's club. Found at Shadow Cubs club. Miglet Boy just finished off Ascendant, and right now it is pushing forward for Boston. Lank, however, is saying Willie back up. Shadow Club falls to Alpha. It's right now Yeti and Lord on the point, trying to get some percentage, trying to actually get their point in their favor. Mega Boy winning the Widow fight against Player. Yeti finish off Mini Diva. They have to stay on the point right now. Boston needs to stay on the point. It's 3 against 2 right now. Coalescence trying to damage the monkey in the air. Ascendant doing a good job of stalling. Alpha getting Mega Boy in the back. Shadow is up here on the top. Getting a pin on the monkey, enough to finish him off thanks to Lord Kron. Right now, they have 4, they have 5. They are going to turn it around. It is not going to be a 100% to a 0% because now Boston is going to control, but it's only 1 fight away for Philadelphia to take this first map.
On the Philadelphia side, we have players switching from Widow into a Tracer, so now we have a full, complete dive comp from the Philadelphia side, trying to punish them on the back line.
Mega Boy needs to get some picks. Alpha has been doing a lot of good doing good at pressuring him in the back. Lord Kron on defense will have a Lucio ult. There is a Tracer bomb available. Willie possibly waiting for Yeti to get that grab. Ascendant pushing forward, and it's going to be another ult coming out from Alpha for Eugene. Willie going to get stuck, is going to stick Quella. Alpha does get the Eugene okay, can't up with Miglet's face. It is tied, back it is 5-5 right now. A nerf this, a shatter gets Rads on the ground. T11 Brit getting hit by the Diva ult. Lank going to get hit before she get back, and a grab coming out from Boston. A counter to that is going to be the Lucio ult, able to keep him alive. Player just finished off Shadow. They're keeping this point right now. They're keeping this point. Alpha is getting Yeti down. Philadelphia is slowly pushing forward and getting more people on the point than Boston. Boston only at 56%. Player finishing off Lord, and Miglet Ascendant going to finish off Willie. Tia Living Brit, the only one on the point to try and stall as best she can, but is going to be taken down thanks to Rads and the poking from Ascendant. They're going to start pushing forward, pushing Shadow back as fast as they can. He's going to be taken out before Boston can do another point, but is 100% this first map going to Philadelphia to the 64% for Boston.
Very well played by Philadelphia, especially their DPS duo, Player and Alpha, playing incredibly smart at the beginning of the match. Why? Because they were able to dual team the Widow on the Boston side. If it wasn't Player scouting for their Widow, it was Alpha flanking the Widow on the Boston side, thus disabling her attacks.
Yes. So next map we do have the Well. So I was expecting to see some Orissas and Hogs. We have Orissa and Hog over for Boston. We also have Willie going on to a McCree. Miglet going to be siding. They did have really good flanking Genji and Tracer, albeit Tracer Eraser, also known as Brigitte. Lord Kron going to be in a Lucio, hopefully booting people off. And T-Living Brick going instead of a Moira, going to be main healing on a Mercy.
I like how Philadelphia is looking to keep the shield alive longer with the Diva comp. So we'll see if they're going to play off here.
A very aggressive play over by Ascendant, pushing forward way past their entry point. Willie does finish off Alpha because of it, because the shield went down right away. Rads does boop off Lord Kron. A killing boop, not a boop off into the exit. Otherwise, T-Liv and Brit would not have been able to res him.
Jesus, players.
It's going to be Shadow Club to finish off Player. They are booing a lot of effort. Rads pushing forward. Does get the boop on Miglet, who falls into the middle. Lord Kron trying to do the same with their team. Ascendant getting pulled in from Yeti into the front. Raz also going to finish off Willie with another Lucio boop. Lucio and Orissa going to be the name of the game right now. And there's still nobody's in control of the point. Another boop from Rads. Get Lord Kron not able to get to a wall in time. Lank gets T-11. Brett Alpha just finish off Yeti. Player getting finish off Shadow Cup, and now it's Philly again with the control first. Let's see if Boston can change things around.
Great recovery by Philly. After having Player do a solo flank and failing, they were able to regroup and essentially win that battle.
Right now there is... I love seeing both back and forth. There is Bongos up in the lineup for Boston. No real ults. Valkyrie will be close. Alpha flanking around his Genji, trying to find a pick. Shadow Cub getting really, really low. Here comes out the Bongo. Coalescence going to come out. Ascendant has finished off Miglet. Player in a huge no-KO again, getting the Lord NT. That is both healers down for Boston. And Willie falls and Shadow falls. That's going to be a full hold. 3 ults used, a whole team destroyed. Boston resets.
Great, and on the attacking side, Boston did use 2 ults, a Genji Blade as well as the Orisa charge, who he now switch.
There was an Angry Monkey. T-Living Brit does have Valkyrie to help push forward. Lord Kron does have his ult as well to help push the team forward. Willie does have a High Noon. Shadow Cub getting poked down a lot. On the defensive side for this point for Philadelphia, there are 3 online. There is 2 tank ults, a Bongo and a self-destruct, as well as a Lucio ult. Here comes the Valkyrie out from Boston. That's the sign that they should move forward and try and do some pushback. High Noon coming up from Willie, who finishes off a player before he was able to get stunned. That is right now, it's 5v6 in favor of Boston. Valkyrie just ends. Meet Big Boy just finished off Ascendant. Nerf this is going to be shielded, and there's going to have to push back Boston. Then we have Yeti pushing forward to try and get some damage onto Rads. Eugene okay coming again from Alpha, trying to chase down the T11 Brit, who is doing a good job of running away. Lank getting pulled in, but is able to dive out. A lot of Boston, 5-on-4 right now on the point in favor of Boston. Willie trying to chase down Quilla right now. Stunned hits. Willow's going to finish off Quilla. Another Eugene okay again coming up from Mega Boy. Gets Lank out of mech. High Noon from player gets Lord Kron. Ascendant doing a lot of damage in the backline, trying to finish off Willie, doing a lot of poke damage. Lance finishes off Mega Boy. Shadow doesn't get Ascendant. It's going to be a boop that hits Shadow Cup into the abyss by Radaz. Right now it is Lank, it is player. It is player on the point with the McCree, trying to do some damage. Player gets finished off Willie. Coalescence coming out from Philly. Yeti getting Lank out of mech. The Hamtaro coming out from Miglet. It is right now. Boston needs to switch this. They need to get that. They need to get this one. Lord Kron does get player of the boop. Alpha in the back line. Alpha getting tickled. He's a whole hog coming out from Shadow Cub. Lank pushes off Yeti into the abyss. Eugene again from Alpha, finishing off T-Loving Brit. That's huge. Both healers down again thanks to Alpha. A High Noon taken back. Willie, take this High Noon back to your face. Lank going to take down Shadow Cub. It is just a simple stall from Miglet Boy, and that is a 2-0 cap for Illios. That is Confusion winning 3-2 overall.
Great individual plays by Radhaz, by Alpha, of course, with the massive blades. 3 of them that were successful in Philadelphia maintaining the point.
They had counters to Alpha, but Alpha was able to skirt, able to find some damage, and at the very last second, reflecting that Deadeye. Alpha Alpha getting some fantastic blades in there. Great boops. Great pulls into the abyss by Orissa's and Lucio's alike. T-Liv and Britt doing a fantastic job running away from Alpha initially on a few of those ults, but unfortunately Alpha was able to get both healers on Boston's side twice.
We did see Lord on the Boston side saving his ult just for that blade after the first blade was used by Alpha and did kill the entire team. It wasn't enough. Alpha still managed to get a couple kills out of the blade. But overall, they had a great synchronicity, both DPS from the Philadelphia side.
Yes, both teams doing fantastic. Going to the game 5, Philly showing that they do enjoy control maps. They were able to win both Ruins and Well on the first encounter, and they were able to hold it most of the time. It did go back to Boston's side once on the Ruins, and then it did never left sides over here on Confusion for the Well. And I don't think if you're Boston, you are still happy. That was fantastic play by both freaking sides. T-Liv and Britt changing his player icon to the EU. Fantastic job by both sides. Now, Julie, I'm gonna ask you one or two things. I'm gonna ask you two things. MVP.
Oof.
I have two in mind, and I know who I'm going with.
It's a little difficult. I really liked Lord, his Lucio play from game 1. I think he did great. But since Philadelphia won, I'm going to go ahead and stick with my MVP, Radhaz.
Oh, then you know what? I have some good news.
Yeah,
he's my MVP too. Radhaz, fantastic support. All the Lucio boops, all the fantastic Lucio ults, saving his team, helping him push forward. Alpha, you are a very close second, sir. You did a fantastic job flanking, staying alive, getting the picks, getting some fantastic ults. I still want to go with Radhaz because I don't DPS, and when I see fantastic Lucio plays, I recognize more what's going on as opposed to the fantastic plays of a flanking DPS player. But you are fantastic, sir.
Radhaz, don't forget his Ananates were insane. They were massive value for Philadelphia. So overall, some great Ana play, some great Lucio play. He takes it for me.
Absolutely. Any final thoughts, things you want to share with the video right now, Julik?
Quick thing. We have Boston and Philadelphia here giving us another game 5, another preseason match game, preseason game. Back to back for us. Game 5.
Thank you very much,
I am
team.
Looking forward to this season to begin because these teams are just going to produce so much content for us. They're going to produce so much hype for everyone involved. It's just going to be a great time overall.
Yes.
So I'm glad to be a part of it.
Absolutely. Julik, again, my co-host. Thank you, sir, very much. Hopefully, I'm trying to work on a intermission overlay for you guys so it can be even better in between matches so you can see his beautiful face. He has a beautiful face, trust me. But that is going to do it here for the Philadelphia Confusion versus the Boston Downsizing. Philadelphia is going to take that win for this preseason game. Oh man, thank you guys for a fantastic 5th map win.